Hello everyone, this is Diane. I have a pretty big flea market haul to show you today. We're going to look at a lot of things and it's going to take some time, so let's just get started. First, I'm going to show you the things that aren't for junk journal use. I found this Tupperware container. I have some like this with red lids that I bought new, and I'm missing one of the lids, and a couple of them are taller, and they are great for storing crackers. And I love Tupperware lids because that's the only thing that keeps things really crisp for a long time. So this was $2. I bought it. And I got these two pictures. They're not in the best condition, but I don't even know where I'm going to hang them, but they're going to be down here in my studio somewhere. Aren't they adorable? They were $1 each. I'll clean them up a little and then find a place to hang them. And I know there's one more thing that is not for junk journals. I don't know. Well, I guess we'll come upon it and I'll tell you when I see it. This I can use for junk journals. It's a little baby quilt, and each square is embroidered, and it's pretty old. It's got some pretty good stains on it too. But we have ducks and puppies and kittens and squirrels. And oh, here's a bunny. I think that's all. Oh, there's a bear. Oh, he's cute. It's the same puppy. Yep. That's all of them. But I think they'll be really cute in journals. But I'm going to leave this here while we look at everything else that I got. I'm going to look at my list and it'll tell me something that I bought that's not for junk journals. Oh, I see. I see what it is. It is a sugar scoop. It was $3. I just love vintage utensils. I don't know why, but I have a space on my counter that I can do a little vignette if I want to, and I'm going to include this with some other things. I don't know what yet, but I love it. It was $3. I think I said that. Okay, the rest are all for junk journals. I did get some books. Everybody had old books. So these books came from a variety of vendors. These two came together. Each sold them as a set for $2. The Elbert Hubbard's Scrapbook. Elbert Hubbard's Gleanings from the Literature of the Ages. The best passages from the favorite authors of a great writer. So I've never heard of Elbert Hubbard, but apparently he's a great writer, and these are his favorite writers. And then this is the notebook of Elbert Hubbard. His own forceful writings, glittering with wit, wisdom, and sane, inspiring philosophy. They are full of variety, charm, power, and brilliance. Okay, well, let's take a look at the books. I thought the cover looked kind of neat. It's damaged here, but that wouldn't matter. Neither of these would matter. It's not a super heavy cover, which is great. So it's a little bit flexible, but look at the printing. Look at the font. I thought this was really cool. And there are things tucked inside. This says the scrapbook was $4 and the workbook, I think it's supposed to be notebook, $2, but he gave them to me both for $2. So the pages all look pretty similar, but they're really, really cool pages. Some of the books that I got had a lot of things tucked in them. And this one looks the same, but it's green on the cover. Same type of type, and this page is bigger type. I just really think they're cool images, or cool pages, and that would be fun, doing to others as though you were the others. Folks who never do any more than they get paid for never get paid for any more than they do. Blessed is the man who has found his work. That's a great quote. I think those are going to be nice books. This is a really old and ratty book, and it's called Griffith's Universe Formulas. Look how ratty this is. And I was thinking of a particular use for this, maybe. I want your opinion on it, but I will ask you when I get to the other things that I would do this technique with. Cover's coming off. There's water damage here. A lot of boxing. And the pages are pretty cool. Divided line, like a encyclopedia or dictionary or something. Lots of pages. I don't think there are any illustrations or charts or anything. A lot of pages. I wonder if this is, oh look, there are some illustrations. I wonder if this is rag paper. Do you know how to tell? Because I don't want to do the technique I was thinking about if it is a rag paper book. It is 1854, so it definitely could be rag paper. I'll have to ask Sarah if she knows. She talks a lot about rag paper. So anyway, I like that book. Here's another little book. Not so little. Children in Verse. Can you see those children? We have the back of the children at a door. They're all trying to peek through the door. It's a little difficult to see. It's gold, kind of an antique gold, and it's a little bit faded. But the writing is also in that antique gold. And I got this. This was $3. I got this because of these illustrations. I want to cut out the illustrations and make ephemera with them. There's one color one. I don't know if there are more. Looks like she's telling this a story to the children, and it looks like it's suspenseful. But look at these drawings. I think they would make beautiful ephemera. And they're thick. I think this is rag paper. It's very cottony paper, and it's quite thick. So I can use the poems too. This book, Girl of the People, by Mrs. L.T. Mead. She was a very popular author, writer of girls fiction. And this was $4, but I thought it was $5, but I asked her if she would take $4. She always says, if you don't like my prices, make an offer. Before I even look at anything, she says that. Anyway, it was $4, and I paid it because it's harder to find these kind of covers, and they make beautiful journals. These were inexpensive fiction, novels for girls back in the day. I paid 50 cents for this, Secrets of Loveliness. I always like these kind of books. It looks like it's from the 70s, maybe. Oh, 64. I like these kind of books to just take pages and stick them in pockets, because these are like the etiquette books or like beauty books. Secrets of Loveliness is probably for young girls. What kind of hairstyle should you choose and stuff like that. They make really fun additions to in a journal in a pocket. And I got, I think it's hard for me to remember what books came together, but I got several books and a game from one guy who always charges really cheap prices. And I don't remember which of these books came with his stuff, but I don't know how old this is, but it's called The Seed Principle, and it's got scripture in it, and that's why I got it. How pretty that is. This was written in 2012, and I don't think it's much older than that, if any. It's fairly new, but it's got a lot of color pictures and a lot of scripture that I can use in another faith journal or scripture journal. And I know these three Maybe these are the only ones that I got with the game. But I think he charged me $4 for the game and those books. This one needs to be cleaned up. I don't know if I'll do anything with the cover. I will if I can clean it up good enough. But the dust wipes right off. But I don't know what else will remain there. 1957 from the Suburban Propane Gas Corporation. But I like the pages. They're good quality pages. They have some photos, and it came with a lot of stuff inside. And this handwritten recipe on the back. It's got several recipes on the back page. And then we have, I like this, Don't Forget Lehigh Cements. It's a little note paper from a cement company. But it's a recipe for no-bake cookies, handwritten. Baked lasagna recipe, probably came off a pasta box. Chocolate-filled cookies, looks like it came off a gold medal flour bag. Newspaper recipe for something, apple. Okay, my mother called, so I had to stop the video for a moment. And usually when she calls, it's not anything urgent, but I don't tell her that I was in the middle of making a video because I don't want her to feel like she shouldn't call. Anyway, so these are some more recipes that were in that recipe book. We don't need to look at all of them. They're from newspapers and flour bags, etc. Mayonnaise jars. Then I got this cake decorating book from Wilton, 1976. And I think cake decorating books are really pretty. Pretty images. And they would make just a pretty page folded into a journal. Got some Americana ones that I could use for, look how pretty. Pastel. St. Patty's Day. I wish I could make cakes. I don't have the patience for it. And the skill. Wedding cakes, of course, are always gorgeous. Then the pages where they're showing how to make the roses and flowers. They're fun pages, too. So I could cut out images. Like that could go in my Holly Hobby book, or just take the whole page and put it in a Holly Hobby book. So I could cut out images or just use the whole page, or make journaling cards, supplies you can buy, toppers, and an order form. Really fun. Here's another book about cake, The Story of Cake. I like this cover. I might have fun reading this one. Little is known about how and where cake got its start and how it spread and developed down through the ages. So I think that would be fun to read. Very fun. And then it's got these line drawings throughout. That looks like it's from the 70s. Let's see. 78. Isn't that fun? Here's a really old typewriter book. I haven't found a typewriter book in ages. I think this cover might even be too grungy to use. I don't know. It's pretty grungy. And it's from I think it was 20s or 30s. 1930. Oops, I bumped ya. Typical typing book pages, but I liked the cards that came inside. There's a chart for your left hand and your right hand, and a progress chart, like how 15-minute tests and maximum rate and stuff like that. Record Card for New Typewriting Studies. That's what that book is called, New Typewriting Studies. Interesting. That's the books. I got this. I don't know if you remember, a couple weeks ago, I bought some things from a woman and her mother, and she had some junk journal things she was selling. Like she sold me some playing cards really cheap and said I was just gonna use them for junk journal ephemera. That's how I knew. So we talked a little bit, and I told her what my shop was called, or my channel was called. They didn't look me up yet, but they wrote, the mother said, I wrote your name down. I remembered it, so I wrote it down, and she wanted to know, so I told her, so they are going to look me up. Anyway, I bought this from them, and I bought something else from them, but I don't remember what. Something. Oh, I know. It's coming up. Okay, so look at this. This is a starting your own newspaper, and I want to see what's in it. They charged me $5 for this. So we've got these little signs that are kind of stuck together. But this says press room, advertising manager. These would just be fun to stick on a journal page if I can get them apart, because they're stuck at the bottom. I think they got wet. I think they're perforated on this line here. Sports editor. Reporter. I think there's only one more. Editor. Oh, there's one more. Art editor. So they're fun. Here's an instruction book for using this kit. So apparently it came in this box. It says newspaper kit. He has a card in his hat band that says press, like they used to wear. From reporter to subscriber. That's fun. Oh, fun pages. The comic section. 1955. Wow. There is something on the back of this that I don't like. I got on that. I don't know what it is. I can't see anything, but I can feel it with my hands. Kind of feels like Vaseline or something. I'm going to get rid of this and get rid of this tray. I'll have to wash that now. Yeah, this feels sticky. I'm going to get rid of the bag, and I'm going to wash my hands. Magazine, or the newspaper, is called Neighborhood Times. There's a press card. Got 3 of those. Got some envelopes. Let's see, Neighborhood Times. Got some colored pencils. And invoices. Oh, that's cool. Invoices. What a fun kit. This is the comics section. And then, oh, look at the letterhead papers. I guess these would be your newspaper, but there must have been some stuff with it to print the newspapers. I don't really know. Yeah, they show them drawing and printing, and they've got a can of something. I love these papers. They're kind of thin, but they feel nice. And then a stack of the comics. How fun. I've never seen anything like that. That was a fun little bundle for $5. Here are the 2 games that I got. The Game of Hollywood Stars. I think I paid $3 for this. It's a Whitman game. Here's the board. And the center square is Academy Award. Collect $3,000. Here's the instruction book. cards, and these are little plastic pieces. They're not wooden. I wonder how old this is. Seems pretty old. 1955. And we got little wooden circles. Nothing underneath there. Doesn't look like it was played much, but let's see. Let's look at the cards. Swimming pool, $3,000. Certificate of ownership. Convertible, station wagon. 5-year contract, $5,000. Academy Award. These are fun cards. And riding horse, $2,500. The fan club, $3,000. Beverly Hills property. Got lots of swimming pools. Speedboat. Oh, there's a lot of cards here. Payment on ranch. Fun. Interesting cards. And they're matte. They're not shiny. And then the play money is quite small. And I like that. It's a different size. That's fun. And this is a game called Hail to the Chief. Presidential election game. Well, it says, send me information about free 1988 and 1992 updates on Hail to the Chief. So those would be the election years, right? So that's how old it is. Maybe newer than 1988. I mean, older than 1988, because you need to send for the updates after those other years. There's the board. Pretty big board, and it's got all the presidents all around it. But I got it for the cards. And these are campaign cards. Perforated cards with an eagle on it. And it has different things on the back. Poor turnout at a rally held for you. Lose a turn. I'm not going to get political with my patriotic journals, but I'll just include some of these cards in the journal for fun. Oh, look at that. Convention and campaign sheets. That's fun. A new kind of game sheet. And these are president cards. So these are quiz cards about the president. That is really fun. Who's the nation's first 4-star general? Ulysses S. Grant. In which state is the petrified forest located? Well, that's not a president question, but it's a country question. It's Arizona, if you wanted to know. Who was chosen as president of the Confederate States of America? Jefferson Davis. That's fun. I like those cards. So these are president cards and these are state cards. What 4 states have Pacific Ocean coastline, excluding Hawaii? California, Oregon, Washington, and Alaska. Love these cards. They'll be great in journals. And that's it. I have state cards, president cards, and campaign cards. I'm trying to straighten them up and I can't do it quickly, so we're going to move on. Just spread them out so I can get the lid on. Because we have more to look at. A little bit more. We're getting toward the end. So this is what the other thing I bought from the girl who had the junk journal supplies. She had bags of woodblock stamps, and this was they were $3 a bag. And I did not pick this one up because it was the most full bag, which it was, but because I didn't look all the way through it, but I saw some design stamps that I might want. And then the rest of them I'll put in my shop. So let's just take a look. Some roses. Oh, My Acrylics. What company is this that does My Acrylics? I think it's one of those party ones. I'm not sure, but it's got quotes. Where is that? It's not there. Oh, it's on the front. Oh my goodness. Is it? I think it's stuck inside. Yeah, it's stuck inside the liner. Oh, okay. They put it there so they could see what was in there. Scrapbook Statements, Women, Everyday Life. And then Scrapbook Statements, Poets, Everyday Life. This is a Stampin' Up! Box, but I don't think these are Stampin' Up! Stamps. Stampin' Up! Sold these boxes too. All right, so we do have quotes here. So these are quotes from women. These are, well, Ralph Waldo Emerson is on it too. Robert Frost. That's nice. I might keep those. All right, let's keep on looking at the woodblock ones. Those are Stampin' Up! Okay. There's some nice designs. I probably won't keep the roses. I might keep this design. I'll have to stamp it and see how I like what it looks like. Vine Tapestry by, I can't read. It says something design, but I can't read what it says. There's some more vines. I like that. I like both of those. And I like this one. It's fun. Cam and Chloe. And these are wonderful weaves that never got used from Stampin' Up! They might be better if they were bigger, but I can try stamping little things to use in clusters. I got some. There should be 3 of these long nails. They're in here somewhere. I bought these rusty bits. I don't want to put them on this quilt. From one vendor. The guy that sells things really cheap, and I got a game and some books from him. I also got these. And he charged me, I think it was $4 for everything. And this is a technique that I was thinking about using that big book for, but I might not if it's a rag paper. And from another vendor, I paid for something, and then I found 3 of these long nails, and he charged me $1 for them. So I watched somebody recently do something that I had seen a long time ago and wanted to try and then forgot about it. So when I saw it yesterday or the day before, I thought, yes, I need to try that. And then I found these rusty bits. I do have some rusty pieces already, but you would, let's say I do use this book. You take a book and you just put leaves or flowers and some metal pieces, rusty pieces, in between the pages. You can put 2 or 3 on a page. And you just go through the book putting things in the pages like that. And then you take a strip of fabric and wrap it all around and tie it up real tight. And then you put it in a pot of boiling water. Now I'm going to have to look it up to see how long to boil it for, because this video that I just saw was like a reel with no sound. She was just doing this. And then the pages looked awesome. Really cool. I think I got everything out. So I'm going to have to look up to see how long you boil it. But that's what I got these pieces for. Have you done it? I got these little soldier appliques for $2. this little bit of fringe trim for 50 cents. Or a quarter. It was a quarter because she gave me 75 cents. She gave me 3/4 back from my $1. This is it's kind of a flannel. It's not a real fuzzy flannel, but I love the colors on it. And I got it from the same guy that I bought this quilt from. It was $5 for both. Wait till you see what's in here. I saw these green file folders and I'm out of them. So there's 5 of them, and I asked him if I could give him 50 cents for them, and he said yes. I got these napkins, embroidered napkins. One is a set of 3 and one has 2. And they were 50 cents each set. I don't even know what those are supposed to be, but I can, you know, use the embroidered piece in a cluster or something. But that one's pretty. And the napkin is a nice quality, so is this one. Nice quality fabric. And I like the fringe, so I could do fun things with those. And I got this little baggie of postcards. It has American flags. It has our country, 4 cents postage, and it says customs. So there are 2 of those, and then one Ben Franklin, but it's red. Cool. Red airmail with an eagle. One with our flag. Isaiah Thomas Patriot, it says, 1981. This is 91. The other ones don't have a year. And you know I'm getting ready to start some patriotic journals. Yep, repeats. So all of those postcards were $3. And then I paid more for this than I normally would pay for cards, but it's Shirley Temple. I paid $10 for this deck, and I am going to sell half of it probably. But they're just regular cards, and they're very old, grungy looking. But they all have this little picture of Shirley Temple. I think what I'm going to do is just take half of the cards and sell them so I can get some of my money back. It's the only reason I would pay $10 for that. Now this, also, I need to sell some of these because this was expensive. I paid $40 for everything that's in this bag. There are 2 Viewmasters. Oh, this one has they both have a reel in them. This one must be Donald Duck because I see it says Huey, Dewey, and Louie. And I think it's stuck in there. I can't even turn the lever and push the lever and turn the wheel. There we go. Now it works. Okay. Donald Duck and Adventures of Tarzan. But it came with a lot of reels. So I'll be selling some of the reels. Oh, here are the other nails. And the bag, they came in the bag, and there are discs in these envelopes. We have Rudolph here, just the booklet. Niagara Falls. So I'm going to look at these with the reels one night while I'm sitting upstairs taking a break. Howe Caverns. Typical Scenes in Mexico. Passion Play in Germany, 1950. The Muppets Go Hawaiian. Snow White and the Seven Dwarfs, and Bambi. Awesome. San Antonio, Texas, pyramids of some places in Mexico that I can't say. Uncle Scrooge from Disney. Muppets Go Hawaiian and Muppets Go Hawaiian. Must be a 3-reel story. This one's cool. It's got places for you to write. Sawyer's Personal Viewmaster Reel Mount. So must be you could put your own pictures on it and then write about what they are. Personal reel. That's cool. It's making me sneeze. Cisco Kid. Niagara Falls. Mexico City. Passion Play, again, Germany. Grand Canyon National Park. Yellowstone National Park. Passion Play. Bambi. Flying Smurf. This one's 1982. Bambi. I don't see a date on that one. Cinderella. Zoo Animals. Glacier National Park. That's missing a picture. Zoo Animals. Bryce Canyon. And Rudolph. So this goes with that. Then we have 2 discs for Cinderella. New York City, Zoo Animals, Desert, Bambi, Chip and Dale, Snow White and the Seven Dwarfs, 2 discs, and Flying Smurf. So I'll be putting some of these in my shop when I get a chance. I don't know how long it'll be. I want to get started on the patriotic journals and get them finished before I put anything else in the shop. Thank you for watching. That's everything I have today. I hope you enjoyed seeing what was your favorite. Please tell me your favorite. I have a lot of favorites, so I'm not going to say what my favorite is, but it was a lot of fun today. I hope that I will see you for my next video, and I hope that you are having a creative day. Bye.